Hello everybody and a very warm welcome back to the Behind the Skies channel once again. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. You joined me here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 as we are planning to take a ride aboard United Airlines on their Boeing 737-800 from here in San Francisco over to Palm Springs. Microsoft Flight Simulator just today released the City Update 13 for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I've got all inside of the sim already. So hopefully some of the Californian cities will look a little bit nicer. And I realised that the Japan World Update I didn't install properly, so that's probably why it looked not brilliant. But I've got that all sorted. And for our next stream in Japan, it should look fantastic. I'm also testing out a new audio thing today. I've just split the audio from my music, so the browser and the game, so hopefully the volumes are a bit easier to control on my end and therefore give you a better experience. So if any of the audio does sound a bit off, please do just let me know and I'll be sure to get it sorted for you all. But yeah, we are on the ground in San Francisco. Flight time is looking at just over an hour and 11 minutes en route. So not too bad, not too long, not too short. I'm quite looking forward to it. It's going to be a lovely INAV approach into Palm Springs a bit later on, so I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are as well. Of course, we do have the Boris sound pack installed, ready to go, and we're using the JV Aviation United livery. On point, love it. But without further ado, let's... Why is that off? Oh. I see what I've done. Right, we'll go with that. Brilliant. Into the flight deck then of the 737 and to the overhead panel. Battery can come on, followed by the ground power unit. Taking a look further upstairs then we can see the ADIAs. We can get them both to the nav. IRS systems both to nav. Good. DC source can go over to BAT bus. And we can arm the emergency exit lights, chime only signs, fasten seatbelt signs, window heats go on, logo lights, and we can set our cruising altitude today of, let's see here, 35,000 feet. 35,000, there we go. We'll get our forward fuel pump on, and why are the speed brakes armed? The throttle doesn't want to work. Brilliant. What a good start. Always lovely when the throttle won't work on the aircraft. Quadrant throttle. There we go. Brilliant. Let's go down to the FMC then. We can go into the FMC page, over to POS in it. On the ground, San Francisco today, KSFO. And we can grab our left GPS position. While we're at it, let's go ahead and request boarding. Over to the route page then, we can pop in the origin, the destination today being Palm Springs. There we go. Route request. We can go via sim brief, set the payload, set the fuel, and select the route. We can get that going. Oh, now I've just realised you won't be able to hear GSX either. That's annoying. Right. Load that then. Activate and execute. Over to the perf init page. We can do a perf init request, but I don't tend to think these are very accurate, so we'll just see what it gives us and we can reject it. I guess we have to load it. Erase. Right, flight level 350 we can set in there, and we can set our 0 fuel weight. Cost index today is going to be 48, and our average wind component, or the winds, is going to be 248 at 3.4. In terms of reserve fuel, I missed it. Yep. Here we go. 5.4. Execute that. Departures and arrivals. Over to the departures page. We're going to be departing runway 28, right? I thought they were on 01s. I'm sure SFO is on 01s. Arrival. There's the departure. They are. One right for departure will be ours. And we are going to be on the Wetzlar 5 if we have something like that. Okay, let me just quickly edit the flight plan. Departure one right. And while I'm at it, I'm going to double check that we're landing on 1 at Palm Springs. Palm Springs is landing 3-1 left. Cool. 3-1 left, we can regenerate that. Just get that information back in. Stick 5 departure now then, and we're going to be going via KTEX. Or KX, there we go. Back to index to the arrivals, we're going to be looking at the RNAV approach Yankee, runway 31 left. And we're going via the Sizzler 4-star. Classen transition. And the transition for that is Fern. Execute that to the legs page, just scroll through there. Pop Fern in there, there we go. Lovely stuff. That's all set nicely, how I like it. What we can do is just pop 2000 in there for now. And we'll start up the APU. Coming back over to the EFB, then we can go over to the performance tool, select runway 1 right, import everything from the aircraft, and we can set the altimeter 3037. Calculate that. Over to the init M1 limits. Cell temp 37 degrees. Take off 2 derate. We'll stick with takeoff actually. Flaps 5, set our centre of gravity. What we'll do is rating, takeoff, recalculate. Cell temp 58 now. We'll leave what we've got currently. Take off. And we'll use these V speeds. Usually they're pretty good. We'll set 149 into here. 149, there we go. And flight level 350 can go in here as well. just cage that a second. Brilliant. Okie dokie, that's the FMC all sorted. Upstairs the APU's ready, so we can go over to APU power. APU bleed goes on. And we can get the packs open. Might as well. Just give the aircraft some air conditioning. What we'll do, we'll set flight directors, both side, LNAV, VNAV. We can set the heading selector to 014. That's set there, 014. Jump outside, we can get a couple more cinematics just while we wait for boarding to finish up. Lovely stuff. Boarding should hopefully be done in just a moment. Oh, we've got a long way to go. We finished up nice and early, which is good. What are your thoughts on the United livery? I really like it, actually. I quite like the old one. But I think the new one looks quite good as well. What we can do is we'll go ahead, FS Actions, Ground Services, just release the ground power unit. And we'll leave it on that page just to remove the chocks in a couple moments. LNAV's armed, VNAV's armed, altitude set. Just test that. That's working out. Good. And let's have a stroll through the cabin, I guess. Overhead bins. Where's the click spot? There it is. There is no sound. Lovely. Head back up front, close the door. Why have they disappeared? Ah, boarding's complete. Lovely, let's go over back to GSX, prepare for pushback and departure. Lovely stuff, and let's go ahead. Beacon light on. Fuel pumps. Packs come off. chocks removed. Thought the brakes were set, I guess not. There we go. Let's get some cookies for the flight. Just choking on a bit of rice. Right, we'll do a quick edit pushback on map because I feel like this can go very wrong. So no, that's the wrong way. There we go. Brakes released. Okay, starting number 1. Enjoy the startup. Right, good start on number 1. Let's go ahead and start number 2. And the pushback is going to do some funky business. Let's go ahead and introduce the fuel. Enjoy. Right, pushback's complete. Got 2 good starts. Set the brakes. Let's go upstairs. Engine generators go on. AP bleed off. Packs go on. Hydraulic elec pumps go on. Probe heats. The yaw damper. APU comes off. Isolation valve auto. Auto brake RTO. Over here, let's go ahead and set flaps 5. And full left. Full right. Neutral. Up. Down. Neutral. Left. Right rudder. We're good. All flight controls are checked. Hey, Flyby Mo. Sorry that I missed your message there. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Gen 1's go as well. legs page. Yeah, sorry I missed your message there, mate. Oh. Gorgeous stuff. We are ready to go. Let's get our taxi light on. Just release those brakes and we can start our taxi out to the runway. Right, we're going to make a right turn here. We can speed up a bit. Right down here, and then we shoot all the way down. We basically follow this taxiway all the way to one left. And then we go over to one right. Actually, I want to just make sure VRAS is open. And I want to test it real quick. Lovely San Francisco airport over there. This is kind of annoying actually, having the audio split like the way I have. Because the VRAS you can't hear. Taxi all the way to the end, cross runway one left. Actually, we don't even need to... yeah, we'll cross one left. That's Mike. There we go. Keep it going nicely. On the auto thrust. Bravo, cross hotel. No, we need to go one more down, unfortunately. Otherwise, we can't make it onto one right. So this runway isn't particularly long. Well, yeah, we'll just cross the runway at Mike here. Strobes can come on as we enter a runway. And it's clear on the right, clear left. And then we're literally just shooting across over to the other runway here. So what we'll do, we'll get all of our lights and things on. And then we'll get the sounds up ready to blast out of here. TCAS, TARA. And we need to set the trim as well. Trim. 4.88. Yeah, that will do. Gorgeous. Alrighty. Line up on the runway. Okay then. Right, let's go. Let's go flying. Sounds are up. Enjoy the takeoff. Throttles are up. Start the chrono. Toga. Knots, cross check throttle holds. That is very loud. Let's turn it down a bit.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. And autopilot engaged. Let's bring those sounds down a tad. Lovely thrust reduction there. Downtown San Fran. And flaps 1. Speed select flaps 1. Gear off. And flaps 0. Lovely stuff. That sound so good. Righties, let's get some lights off that we don't need. And I really enjoy that view. Wowzers. Don't know why Chase Plane hates it when we turn. And auto brake off as well. Look at that. What a view. Absolutely incredible. Bring those sounds down just a tad more. And let's get some music on. Apologies, just went quiet there. Just testing out the audio. And we're about to reach 10,000 feet, so the landing lights can come off then. Taking the crew. Just let them know we're at 10,000. And we can keep on climbing. As I say, flight time is about an hour. Yeah, we'll be down on the ground in exactly an hour. Hour and 1 minute. Chase plane is incredible. I don't know why Fly Live just doesn't want to work. Okay, maybe it is 0% then. Distance to go 366 odd miles. Whoa, that doesn't look good. We can go the other side. Lovely stuff. Alright. Continuing our climb out then. Looks good. A little bit bumpy, but I'm happy to release the cabin and get their seatbelt signs off as we keep on climbing up to our cruising altitude, flight level 350 today. Right, this music is making me fall asleep. I can never find good music. There we go. Right, bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to grab a quick drink of water, enjoy the tunes and the views. Righty, so back in the flight deck. Apologies for that quick little break there. Well past our transition altitude, so we'll go standard pressure. Look at that, that looks good down there. Amazing stuff. Here we go. Happy with this music. Hopefully we'll you enjoy it as well. Let's bring that volume up a bit. Alright. Climbing away nicely, which is good. I've really been enjoying the PMDG 737 lately. It's an aircraft that just works. And it flies so lovely. You know, it's one of those that is really pleasant to fly, although it's got its quirks here and there and things that definitely could be improved on. It's definitely come a long way in however long it's been. This isn't updating. Right, we're going to close fly line and try open it again. This is really getting on my nerves. It doesn't work half the time. Okay. Ah. Getting something now. Right, where did we go from? SFO PSP. United 2367. There we go. Yes. I just made sure I just restarted FSUIPC 7 and that fixed it. So happy with that. That's good. So I've added the little bar as well. Gets hidden by the mouse, but that bar will fill up as we go through the flight, and then of course the ETA is now accurate. Been airborne 15 minutes already. It's gone by nice and quickly, which is good. I hope the cabin and our passengers are enjoying the flight as much as I am up front so far, and as much as I hope you are as well. And if you are enjoying today's stream, don't forget to drop a like, hit subscribe if you're new. It does help out the channel a load, so thank you to everyone who has done so already. Really do appreciate it. And if you're viewing on Twitch today, don't forget to drop a follow. That also helps us out a load. So a big thank you to everyone who's done that over there. And if any of you use Contrail, be sure to use my code AF8838 to get 10% off your entire order. More information can be found in the description down below on YouTube, and on Twitch it's on one of the panels. It's a great way to get a little bit of money off your order at Contrail, and it also supports the channel out a load as well. Do remember that it is one-time use per customer, although they did reset it for this year, so if you used my code last year, you'll be able to use it again this year for an additional 10% off whatever you wish to purchase. Such incredible terrain. So we are doing an RNAV approach into Palm Springs. It's one of those really cool ones. So we pull up the RMP Yankee 31 left chart for you all to see. Right, so here we have the chart. We're coming in from Fern, and we need to be at 11,000 feet. On heading 123, descending to 9,000 by Palm Springs VR. Then it's 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, all the way in. And the reason this is better than coming in this way, because we are doing this really cool little circle there with a bit of terrain in the back. 5,538 feet mountains over there. 7,496. Maybe that's in meters, I don't know. No, this is feet. That's feet. 477 feet above sea level, which we can plug in shortly. Into a view that this actually works on. One all I have to do. And minimum 680. 3,500 is the glide path altitude. On a course of 281, and it's a displace threshold 3-degree glide slope or glide path, which is always good. 2-degree offset, which is fine. So yeah, it should be a pretty fun arrival with that nice curve in. Should look quite nice from above and on the replay. I'm looking forward to it. What we can do is, if we go upstairs, we can just set that airport altitude 477. We'll go with 450. That will do us just fine. It always amazes me, the views outside on the west coast US. Really quite something. And especially with that city update as well, makes it just that much greater. So I'd definitely recommend doing some California flights in the sim. Without a doubt, would recommend it. Bit of turbulence. Nothing too major though, just a little bit. Which is fine. Just turn the sim down slightly and we can get some externals. Wow, that really looks quite cool. Quite something. You really do forget how big this area is in the US. I mean, California is huge, and the West Coast states are massive. So, you know, it's quite amazing when you think about it. Just so bright. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream today. I know I am. That's great aircraft and flight, so you know, might as well make full use of it. Sim to its full potential. Really just show off how excellent it actually is. I actually have been watching a couple of X-Plane streams recently, and I really want to give it a go, just see how it is. It looks interesting. Some of the visuals I think actually look insane. So I want to give that a go, see how that is. Especially in comparison to MSFS. But I think I'd have to get a load of add-ons at the same time, and then it gets expensive for just a couple of flight thing, you know. So, also something I'm thinking about. There we go, continuing our turn then. Starting that left turn, not too far away from top of descent, so wrap things up shortly and get our arrival information all put in. Chase plane, you are interesting sometimes. Top of drop, 81 nautical miles away, so still got plenty of time, about 10 minutes. Until top of descent. Okay, not too far to go. What we can do for a little bit, we can do a Wordle. Put it up on the screen for you all to see. So my new starting word is ocean. One L. No O. C L. Okay. So we've got 𝐶ELU. 𝐶ELU. Fine, okay. Yes. Got it. Cruel. Nice. We'll give the connections a go as well. Tyre. Pretend. Mock. Sham. And dummy? Imitation. There we go. Wait, let me just go into the flight deck, make sure I'm not going to miss it. Nah, we got time. Next. Motor. Gloves. Fire. Matter? No. That's tough. Right, let's go ahead and get our arrival information plugged in. So we need to go ahead and set our course. Our course is going to be 308. So we need to set that on all sides. 308 there. 308 is set there. What we can do, we might as well pop a VOR in there. The Palm Springs VOR. Or we'll actually do... We'll actually do the thermal VOR, so 116.2. On 6.2 is set on both sides, which is good. And then in terms of anything else, we can put our missed approach heading in. So it's runway heading to start with. And then it's 900 feet up, and then we make a right-hand turn towards 𝗏𝗏. And then we go to PMDG, BAMP, the thermal VOR, and then back in. So if we just look at our plan, you can see that in there. 𝗏𝗏, BAMP, and then that actually goes into a hold afterwards, which we may do. Ah, no, that's right. Good, that's all set up, ready to go. Happy with that. Couple miles until top of the sim. This seems broken again. Fly Live, I think, broke again. It did. United 2367. Of course it broke again. I don't know how to prevent it from breaking. what we'll do, we'll put our initial altitude in, which is 3,500 feet. So we can put 3,500 just into here. Then once we reach our top descent, it will just start descending for us. That's one thing I like about the 7.3 compared to, for example, the Airbus. Once you reach top descent, if you've got the altitude set, it will just take you down, whereas the Airbus, you actually still have to push it in. Gorgeous stuff. Right. Whoa, bit of lag there. Right, level 240 by girl, no, and then Sizzler. We can get the weather radar. We'll just leave it off. There's not much weather around. And then we've got constraints all the way down in theory. Let's just double check what they are. Sizzler 4. Lerno 240. Sizzler 230. Yeah, they're all in there. Good. Alright, this one's a bit annoying, we're skipping it. And we'll get that auto brake ready as well in a moment. So close to the top of the descent. I'm really excited for this arrival. I think it's going to be quite spectacular. And then I want to get some Japanese A350 ops sim. I think that'll be quite good fun. Here's the top of the descent. Bit of turbulence. And down we go. That is a fair bit of turbulence. We'll see if it escalates. Nah, it's fun. One thing I noticed that's gone is the clock button. I remember the 737 used to have like a clock button here that you could click for the chrono. And also there was a thing to plug the microphone in, which I also think was there. But that's all gone. Now it's just this thing, which is fine. Just a bit clunky. Well, not really clunky, just a bit more of a pain in comparison to just clicking the clock button. And then come landing, it's all done for you. Then you've got all of your data in. Right, one other thing I always forget to do is our VAP. So 146, flaps 40, 146. We can set in there. And all of our altitude constraints are in, which is good. On that VNAV path, tracking that perfectly, which is good. Always like to see that. Gorgeous stuff. All right. This is an area of the world I would quite like to visit, actually. I'd like to, you know, stop at Las Vegas, then go into the Grand Canyon, Phoenix, Arizona. Is that like an F1 looking? Looks like an F1 track or a go-kart track. It's amazing how much you can actually see from up here. In the lovely 737 cabin. I'm really annoyed that there is no sound to these overhead bins. I think that's quite disappointing. Right, let me change up this music again because I don't really like it. Let's see, what playlist should we go for? Got our VORs in there, which it's raiding, which is good. Not that we're actually really going to need them at SNAR-nav approach, so it's only really if we go around that we need to just have it quickly on hand. Runway 31 left, is it? Runway... Yeah, runway 31 left. So fixed page, runway 31 left. Can do it just dash 5 and a 10-mile one as well. Just so we've got all of that information already for us. Ready? Little bit of rough air up here, but nothing too crazy. Quite a tailwind. Well, not really. 16 knots. That'll be a nice headwind for us to land into shortly. Wow, thank you for just glitching out there, chase plane. Always love to see it. passing 19,000. What I'll do is I'll quickly just grab the METAR. METAR. Just so we've got it. And then we will just grab the altimeter. We can do order break 2, I think. Wind is variable at 4, 10 statute mile visibility, clear. Temperature 22, nice. With a dew point of -9. Altimeter 3021. And we also need to set our minimums as well. Altimeter 3021 is set. Minimums is 680. There we go. And we can just decrease our range ring there. What's our altitude? 18,000. There we go. Set the standards, well, not the standards, just our local altimeter. That's all set. Good. And that is a very big mountain that it looks like we're going to smash into there, but I'm sure we'll weave through somewhere to avoid it. We have a terrain. Yep. The terrain wants to work. Yeah, there's that bit of terrain there. Nothing to be concerned about though. Perfectly normal. It must be downtown Palm Springs area, or somewhere close to Palm Springs. The airport's in back. Actually, I can probably see on that. Over there is Riverside. Not quite Palm Springs. Though it basically is. All of this area is sort of the same thing. Right, upstairs, seatbelt signs can come on. Get ourselves some lights. And stop the music there. Gorgeous. Ah, nice. Looks like we're just going to go right past this little bit of terrain. That's not a problem. Lovely wing views, engine views, like usual. Yeah, looks like we're going to fit right through that little crevice there. That's what this sort of suggests. I'm enjoying it so far. The approach is, well, the star is interesting nonetheless. Airfield there. This suggests a VREF of 147. Okay, we can add that. It's 147. And doesn't suggest if we need auto brake. That's what I was hoping it would spit out at us. That's alright, we'll just go with auto brake 2, which should be more than enough. It's an 8,000 foot runway, so need a little bit of braking power, but we don't need crazy amounts. Gate wise, we're going to go gate 17. Okay, I guess we can't go 17. We'll go gate 11 then. Okay, no, we'll go gate 10. United. Oh, we've got plenty of room above that. So odd when you think you're so close to something, but really it isn't. That always throws me off. And let's get Sky Dolly up and running. So, my guess, the airfield is in here somewhere. That's it. Oh no, actually, I think it's tucked in back there. So close to us, it's not quite there. Nice views of downtown down there. And we're getting close now, so there's that third waypoint I was talking about. Go out and then in. Missed approach, we go up and then that way. This will be quite interesting to see from above. Fair enough. Quite a decent little gap there that we managed to fit through, which is good. And then we continue down the side of the valley there. Then loop in to end up down there, I want to say, when everything loads in. I think that's where we're going to end up. Lovely stuff. Right. There isn't actually much we really can do now. There's still a fair chunk left to go, so just keep going, let the aircraft do its thing, fly nicely for us, hopefully, and I do hope that the approach treats us well as well. Otherwise that will be a bit annoying. Keep ends. Cup of coffee. Oh, you can change it. Water bottle. Oh, nah. Yeah, we'll do a water bottle. Then, where else are there cup holders other than FO? You can have a Coke. I always thought there were more cup holders in this aircraft. But I can imagine this flight deck is quite snug once you get in there. That's cool. Couple of charts. Newark. That is quite cool. Couple towns down there. And then swinging in that way. What is our speed constraint? I know for a fact there were speed constraints. Max 230 knots on the next waypoint. Give it some spoilers. Before PSP, we need to be at 230 knots. A lot of desert down there. There's the field. Field is in sight. Just there. So it is really cool. We swoop in, go right over the mountains. There's downtown. Mountains in the background. That looks like an awesome airport to fly into. Keep slowing down. Making sure we're sticking to our VNAV path as well, which we are, which is good. In terms of further speed constraints, I think we'll just get it down to 220, 200. We've got speed constraints to that iPog. 190. But we'll probably have it at 180 by then anyway. Field in sight. Hello, Palm Springs. See you in just a moment. Ground spoilers retracted. Don't need them for now. What we'll do, we'll start Sky Dolly recording. And then we'll get some flaps out in just a moment as well. Don't forget, everyone, be sure to get your landing rate guesses into the chat. What do you reckon the landing rate is going to be? So in theory, we don't even need to do a flaps 40 landing. Do flaps 30 today. VREF 154. That is a quick approach. I guess we've got quite a nasty tailwind, so our ground speed will be a lot slower than that. Right, we can pop that speed intervention back in. Hey, Captain DC, hello, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Upgraded my PC i9 4900, nice. Hopefully that's treating you well. Welcome aboard, Captain DC. You caught us just at the right time. We're about to start our fantastic approach on into Palm Springs. Again, speed intervention. Go speed 220. It's a very steep descent here, so we'll get some more spoilers out. And flap limitations. Flaps 1 is below 250. Flaps 1. Speed's checked. Flaps 1. Don't know why chase plane likes to bug out on the turns. FAC is captured. Thank you for stopping by, Captain DC. Nice to have you with us. We'll keep those spoilers out for now. We see the runway still. I've lost it. Oh no, there it is. We're high. That's 2. That's 5. Just in that yellow zone, which is fine. We can start reducing our speed. Speed 180. Those flaps really helped us to slow down, which is good. And as long as we keep aware of the terrain around us, we should be alright. Spoilers retracted. And it should start turning us in a moment. Otherwise we're going to have to bump the heading on. Captain DC, currently I'm using the TCA Boeing yoke for my Boeing aircraft, and then Airbus using the Thrustmaster TCA Captain's Pack. I personally find it works quite well, so I'm not bothering upgrading to the wing stuff or wing control even. But if you're looking to get side stick, definitely look into the wing stuff. Laps 10. Spoilers can be armed. Very much overshot that. The runway's down there. We're going to take manual control of the aircraft. Just for the approach anyway. And guys, don't forget to pop your landing rate guesses into the chat. We'll be landing very shortly. Gear down, flaps 15, speed. We can go our final approach speed, 154. Next set of flaps, 25. And flaps 30. My throttles. Here we go. Wait, which one's the runway? Oh, they are both runways. We're going for that right hand one. Captain DC, my fly life has also been acting up lately as well. You make sure you have FSUIPC7 open. It will be able to track the data properly. But as well, you can always just give a go a fresh install. Right, sounds are up. Enjoy the landing, my friends. Displays threshold, but that's all right. 3 reds. Let's correct that. But we're not looking too low.
$500.
Ooh, bit of wind. Bit more speed. $50,
$40, $30, $20, $10.
Reverses. Nose down gently. Bit more brake. My brakes. Reverses stowed, and a very warm welcome, everyone, to Palm Springs. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Let's grab our APU. Get that auto brake off. Lovely stuff. Happy with that. That was good. Got our landing lights, and strobes can come off from my turn-offs. Stop the chrono there. 1 hour and 6 minutes on the flight time. Just clean up the aircraft as well. Lovely. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Pretty decent landing. Captain DC just offline. We occasionally use say intentions beyond ATC, but mainly offline. And occasionally IVAO as well, but not that sim though. Be sure to stick around as well. We'll reveal the landing rate, and we'll also get the replay of that. Thought it was pretty decent. As mentioned earlier, stand wise we gate 10. Is fine. It's on the little satellite, well, not quite the satellite terminal, the main little terminal thing. Gorgeous. APU's ready. We can jump on over to APU power, get that bleed on, and we want to take this one in. No, we'll keep going. It's not that it's difficult for me, Captain DC. I just don't really enjoy flying on it, to be honest. It's a lot of moaning, especially from air traffic control and pilots who don't really know what they're doing. I just prefer flying offline in my own little world. And no, I don't have the 340. 350, yes. But I just don't really see the need for the 340. I don't fly in the 350 very much, so I don't see why I'd fly the 340. Can go down, we're in one of these here, so I guess we can go down to Bravo. We'll take Whiskey 2. And we can get rid of that terrain radar as well. Right. Which ones stand 10? 7. Oh. 9. 11, then 10. Okay. Got the taxi light. Once that's 11, 10 is there. Good. Alrighties. Let's pull on over into the gate. Hopefully we can get a decent parking job. But now, Captain DC, I think I'm just going to stick with my current CPU. There's no issues with it at the moment. It's running the sim well. So, you know, if it isn't broken, why fix it? Right, set the brakes, cut the engines, engine 1, engine 2. It was a pre-built Captain DC, but I have upgraded it since. But it was one of those like custom pre-builds, so I picked all the parts and things, not just so I actually selected each part and got someone else to build it for me. So sort of a bit of both. Pre-built but not at the same time. Right, gorgeous. Well, there we have it. A lovely flight in the PMDG 737. Let's go ahead and pull up Volanta. Here we go. I used I can't remember who I used. Captain DC. Anyways, here we are. Started in San Francisco with that departure. Lovely taxi out to runway 1 right. Blasted out of there over a bit of the city, and then we went southeast. Over a lot of the desert, mountainous sort of areas. Started to make our way into Palm Springs. There was that on-off approach when we went slightly off too far in the wrong direction. Thank you, Sim. And then we touched down bang on that touchdown zone with a minus 101. Nice. Absolutely incredible. Lovely, lovely flight. Let's go ahead then, boot up the replay. We go down here, menu, PMDG setup, load. Runway, no, not a runway. Final. Execute that. Make sure we've got flaps 30 as well. Not 40, flaps 30 is set. Lovely. Right, click play. Just let the flaps do their thing. Pretty good photogrammetry down here as well, actually. I have an AOC 27-inch 1080p 165Hz monitor. And GPU rise, I'm rocking the 5060 Ti 16GB. Found that to be the best. Right, let's see how this landing was then, eh? Lovely photogrammetry down here. I think Palm Springs was in the city update. Which makes sense. Gentle flare. And touchdown. It's always really weird. As soon as I land, I do something funky with the rudders, and I don't really know what it is. Going for the 5080. Nice, Captain DC. That is a beast. From this side as well. Then we'll do a couple of outsides and then wrap up there. What a stream though. Really fun. Good landing as well. Really happy with how it turned out. I do, Captain DC, exclamation mark, Discord to join. It's a little inactive at the minute, but, you know. It's there, it exists. If you chat and things, I'll be there. And
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
right, let's go outside, see how we did from this view. Turn that sim down a bit. Yeah, it's down a bit. Good. Yeah, as soon as I touch down, I do something funky with the rudder. I don't really know what it is. It's not ideal. Right. Let's go with our final replay. Button work? It seems like we have to go with this one. I want to move closer, please. Okay, there we go. Right. Guys, that unfortunately is going to wrap up today's stream. A big thank you to everyone who has come along today. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Really lovely flight. Really enjoyed that, actually. Pretty decent landing as well. So, yeah. All in all, pretty good. Guys, that's all from me for today. I should be back on Friday, maybe. If not this weekend at some point. If you've got any flight suggestions, drop them into the Discord. I'll take a look and maybe we can get that arranged. Have a fantastic rest of your days, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.